Females detained. We need medics. 1018. Hey, who all was out here when it happened?
And then she started banging so hard, everything started shaking.
Points at the door, fires one shot.
And she, I'm gonna kill you. And she's just banging away.
She shot that door for self-defense.
I panicked. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to kill me this time.
In our spotlight this morning, the Florida woman convicted of shooting and killing her neighbor says that she intends to sue the victim's family. Susan Lorincz was found guilty of manslaughter after she shot Ajike Owens through her locked door in 2023. She was sentenced to 25 years in prison and maintains that she was being harassed by Owens and her children. Here, she's being interrogated by deputies after the shooting.
I just remember being terrified that she was banging and screaming, and I just remember hearing her say, I'm going to kill you. I was in fear for my life. I mean, honest to God, I just feared that she was going to come through that door. I'm sorry, that's how I felt. And I can't change the way I felt. I mean, it was sheer terror on my part. I mean, honest to God, I was shaking.
So fast forward to now, Ajike Owens' mother has a wrongful death lawsuit pending against Susan Lorincz. So apparently, in response, in a handwritten letter, Lorincz says she wants to countersue for slander, libel, and defamation of character. And she says she wants to sue Ajike Owens' mom, her minor children, and her landlord. I think this woman needs to go have a seat somewhere. Let's talk about it. Let's bring in our legal eagles, attorneys Melba Pearson and Joe Tamburino on the show. First, let's start with your reactions to this woman and what she's saying she intends to do next. Melba.
You already know.
Blood's boiling, right? Mine too.
Yes, I have very strong feelings about this case because I remember when it happened. I live here in Florida. I was involved in trying to help the family get justice for Ajike Owens, who should be here today. She was murdered in cold blood in front of her children. And this person dares to want to countersue and continue to traumatize this family. I mean, that just shows you the depths of depravity and evil that this person is. And oh, by the way, truth is an absolute defense to defamation, slander, and libel. So the fact of the matter is she harassed this family. The defendant did, not Ajike Owens, but this woman had a history of harassing children, harassing this particular family, and she is still trying to harass them even after Ajike Owens has met her maker. At her hand. It is just utterly disgusting, and she needs to have several seats somewhere and just never come back again.
Yes, several seats, exactly, Melba. And you're right, truth is a defense to defamation. So these kids, Ajike Owens, her mom, all speaking the truth. If you watch the documentary, you know what we're saying here. I encourage you to watch it if you haven't seen it. It's on Netflix. And we have a little clip of the trailer. Let's take a look at that. Here's a little sample of it right now.
Sheriff's office.
I called because the kids from across the street, they shouldn't be screaming and running around.
Okay.
All the kids like to play insurance. They can't walk or even throw their football over there.
Okay, little sample of it. Big history here. We broadcasted the trial, but the documentary gave us the benefit of all of that body camera footage from years prior that wasn't in the trial, that wasn't able to come in. Too many of those instances where we can see what this woman was doing. Joe, I want to read to you a little more that she put in this letter and get your reaction. She says that Ajike Owens and her children were trespassing. There were multiple no trespassing signs on the property. Ms. Owens did in fact scream, threatened to beat me multiple times while trespassing. Ms. Owens was instructed to stay off the property along with her children by the county sheriff's department. And let's be real clear here. None of that property even belonged to Susan Lorincz. It was a field next door where kids would play, doing what kids do. Joe, your response to Ms. Lorinc's threat?
Well, I think this is going to be completely dismissed because it's outrageous, but there's also a great legal reason why it's going to get dismissed, and that's the following. In all states, I don't know of one state where that's different. You cannot sue for defamation on the basis of what's said in court or what's said in a legal process, including depositions. Why? Because the legal system wants to encourage people to tell the truth or to tell their position regardless of what the outcome could be. So when you're in a deposition or you're in a trial and you say, Bill Jones is a lying sack, or he's the devil himself, or he's a pedophile, or whatever it is, you can't be sued for that. So there's an automatic privilege there in every state. And she's saying that these kids, these people defamed her when they testified and in their depositions. So legally, she's got no case. And then when you get to the trespass issue, look at two things. Number one is, what is the civil statute of limitations in Florida for civil trespass? I'm sure it's not years and years, so it might be barred by that. And second is, you have to establish who owns the property. And as you have just stated, Julie, she didn't own that property when she was complaining about these kids playing. So I think this is just going to get tossed.
Right. Oh, I love your analysis, Joe. Thank you for that. I want to take a look at this clip. This is after the verdict, so we're going back in time just a little bit. Ajike Owens' mother is caring for the children. And let's take a listen to some of what she shared after the verdict.
Please continue to keep the family and especially Ajike's 4 children in your prayers. Thank you.
The children are coping the best that they can. Certainly the loss of their mom lingers every single day. They are seeking counseling. And so we ask everyone to keep the children in your prayers, because right now they need the whole community to be behind them.
And that's what we want to do here. We want to end on the note where we're thinking of those beautiful children. One of them witnessed this. One of them witnessed the killing of their mother. Melba, I want to go to you for last words here. Tell us your thoughts about these 4 beautiful children. You see them all through the documentary. And now having their mother so brutally taken away from them. What must that be like for them? Would you speak to the trauma these children are going to have to endure now and then into their adulthood?
Well, Julie, just to almost set the stage on this, one of the older children actually expressed feeling guilt in terms of telling their mom that they were having, and that this woman, Susan Lorincz, was, being abusive towards them, because he felt that if he hadn't told his mom would still be here. So imagine being an 11, 12-year-old child feeling responsible for your mother's murder and having to carry that with you. Even though, yes, you can unpack that in therapy and all of that, but just to your core, feeling that you may have had a hand in your mother no longer being with you. And these children who now, for the rest of their lives, have to deal with the violent way that their mother was ripped from them, and the trial and the publicity, and now even the Netflix series. While wonderful that the story's out there, it's still another reminder of the pain that they're dealing with every day. So yeah, I fully agree that we need to continue to keep these poor children in our thoughts and to continue to say the name Ajike Owens, because she should be here with us today.
You're so right, Melba. Beautifully said. Thank you for that.